Alright, so this is a Dar es Salaam playthrough. Let's see how it goes. We've got a pretty good start. Just kind of straight along. It's going to get a lot more complicated. And ideally I would like some red houses closer to the red buildings. But you can't always get what you want in this game. And even though it starts slow, it'll speed up. Another house. I like to go straight in around them, especially if they're in a line, as opposed to bunching them up like this and then running across like that. I prefer to just go around. I find that it helps save space later in the game. Now's about the time that you'll get another building. And obviously the game is, again, very boring right now. And if you want to skip this part, I don't blame you. But, you know, it is what it is. Another house. Now, likely there's going to be another building showing up pretty soon. I like to not commit all my houses at the same time, especially as later in the game. Awesome. Especially as later in the game, it gets more complicated. So here's what I'll do here. I'm going to, just run around so that I have some space to connect. And then I'll connect this guy. I could connect him through here, but we'll see if I need to do that yet. Yeah, so I'd rather just have him connect. I also like to have 2 ways in, typically, because that allows me... We'll just connect this yellow house and I'll continue. That allows me... Oh, end of week 1. Wonderful. Stoplights, traffic lights are terrible. Don't use them. Just don't use them. Connect this yellow building. And a red house has appeared. I disconnected. Again, I like to keep, until later in the game, I like to keep my colors separated. Wow, this is quite an unforgiving map. We'll just send that over. Here I could connect that. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, though another house could show up and just totally screw it up. But, it's the price we pay. So I like to have at least 2 houses on every square building. So this building's just become a circle. I was going to say, when it becomes a circle, and just connecting that. Once it becomes a circle, then I like to connect more houses. Now this yellow building right here doesn't have 2 connected to it. So even though it's a little out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and connect this guy. And another blue building has just appeared. I'm not going to connect him yet. We'll see if I need him. If I need him, I'll connect him, but I don't think I will. Yellow building 2. You don't want to overconnect stuff. A couple red buildings over here. We'll see what spawns. Another yellow building. That's a really inconvenient spot for a yellow building. So we're just going to reroute this yellow here so that it does not interfere with the reds for as long as possible. But there's really nothing you can do when you have them both connected right there. You just have to deal with it. So this is a pretty unfortunate start, I'll be honest. And my success in this game is largely going to depend on how many motorways I get. If I get a ton, then we'll be in good shape. But if I don't get a lot, we're not going to be in good shape at all. That blue spawned, perfect spot, phenomenal. This yellow, I'll send this yellow down. And right now I'm just kind of waiting to see what I'm going to need those red houses for. This red building might be able to be okay with just one, but we'll keep an eye on that. Ah, perfect. I knew something was going to come up there. This yellow building's okay. This yellow building's got 2 connected to it. That's okay too. This circle building's obviously call more rides. So we just wait for that. And the green shows up, and hopefully a greenhouse. Hey, there we go. Oftentimes my greens will show up here, and that's just no fun for anybody. As I said before, I really prefer to avoid connecting multiple colors until the end of the game, until I really have to. But unfortunately, there was just nothing to do about this yellow and this red house. People sometimes put blocks. I don't find that it affects my score at the end of the game. Oh, and this yellow just became a circle. So that's going to be an issue that we're going to have to deal with. This blue hasn't been used. As you can see, I delete that. So I'm just going to get it out of the way and connect this yellow there, because I think it's gonna need it. Another yellow here. Now I'm not sure if the game really gives you enough. Again, it can sometimes be really unforgiving. All right, and a motorway. There we go. Now we're talking. Sometimes it can be really unforgiving, but I seem to be doing okay. This is a motorway candidate right here. Man, green's just doing great. I'll connect these reds right here so that, because it's a red circle. Awesome. So once yellows become an issue, I've got a lot of yellows in waiting. Got a solid. You know, as I said before, it was really unfortunate. I was really bummed out about this right here, but it seems to be doing okay. One thing you have to keep in mind, that if this yellow becomes an issue, you're going to want to motorway these guys in, or actually might just be able to road them in. And hold on, there's a blue right here. So this is an absolute necessity for a motorway. So what I was saying is the yellows, you want to port them in, but if you motorway them in, you don't want to stick them right here where the entrance is, because that's just going to muck everything up. You really want to stick it as if there were a bunch of houses. You got to use the motorways as if you're just connecting more houses. And we'll connect this yellow over here. I find that I wish the motorways stretched more. I mean, I understand why they don't, because the graphics would get really annoying, but I just wish they stretched more. We'll connect this, move this over here so we get that extra 2 cars in that house. And the blue has just become a circle. So that's going to be an issue very, very quickly, because my blues are completely stuck. Greens are doing fine. Again, you don't want to connect too many to too many. So it's Sunday. Hopefully I'm going to get a motorway. If I don't get a motorway, action is going to be taken. I got a motorway, wonderful. So I'm going to pause just so I have a chance to do everything. So we're going to take, this is the obvious candidate for a blue motorway. I'm going to take him over here. And again, don't put it next to the entrance. It might seem like the fastest way to get your cars in, but it's really not. There's really no point because it'll just create more traffic. And again, you don't want to have traffic. So this blue guy right here, it seems like it would be great to put him in because this red car clearly hasn't been used. So I'm going to go ahead and connect him here and move this again. As I said, you don't want it right next to the entrance, even though it might seem quicker. It's just going to create more traffic. All right, let's see what else. I'm going to connect this so that I can have this blue guy connected right there. And I'm going to go ahead and connect a portion of my yellows. Again, as I said, you don't want everyone because you want some in case of emergencies. So this motorway that went for my blues, is being phased out because I moved it over. Oh, this blue's right here. Didn't notice it. I'm sure you guys are all noticing things that I'm not seeing and yelling at your screen. That's okay. I'll notice them, I promise. Connect more reds. Probably unnecessary over there. But, you got to do it. I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye on this red house right here. This guy right here. Because this yellow circle, there's another blue right there. This yellow circle is going to go up really quickly, and this is just a yellow square or a red square, so I might not need it to have so many houses attached to it, and I could easily move this around. This is a nice pocket of blues. How's my blue doing? All right, my blue's in trouble, so I got to send these guys. Again, you got to do what you got to do in this game, but you definitely want to be smart about it. Actually, I could have just done this, so I'm just going to do that. I took it from 1 blue to 3 blues, which is great. This is also wonderful. So again, not usually this fortunate when it comes to these things. This light blue right here. It's a blue house right there. All right, another motorway. Nope, no motorways. Just bridges, which are wonderful and nice, and I shouldn't complain about bridges, but I'd really like a motorway. But this blue house seems to be doing okay. This blue house has one connected to it too, so we should be doing okay. And there's the blue house on the side, and I'll go ahead and send him over because, the demand has grown. So the yellows seem to be doing good. The reds are kind of in trouble. So I'm going to send this red down, send this yellow up, red down, yellow across, and that'll help a little bit. All right, we have a blue. I'm going to go ahead and take this blue off and send it there. Again, you want at least 2 per square. As you can see, I don't have 2 on this square, but I'm just kind of hoping for the best. Just make a couple things more efficient. This blue over here. So now I'm really focused on this dark blue right there, but I'm also keeping in mind this red. But this red has a lot of... The reason why this red has such an issue is because of the yellows that are connected to it right here. Because there was just no way around that. No amount of motorways would have saved me. So I'm going to go ahead and... No, that yellow is still really busy. what I was considering is I was considering how I could get this blue house right here connected with this blue house. And I'm not seeing a way to do it because there's no way to get in through here. But we'll just be patient and we'll figure it out. I'm going to oh my gosh, a dark blue house right there. That's really not a great place for it. But fortunately I've got a bridge. As I said, I shouldn't complain about bridges, but they're not as much fun as motorways. More road tiles. Road tiles are great. I have 60 now. Again, it's good for things like sending these guys over. But yeah, I just don't really need them right now. So I've got a red situation right here. And as I said, I could send them quicker, but I prefer to just send them all on one path. I've got a lot of reds. Another blue, man. Wish I had a motorway. Oh, the dark blues are really hustling right now. All right, so this blue has just become a circle. So I'm going to divert this, and I'm going to change this here, and I'm going to divert that. You might have seen that earlier than me. Congratulations. You're not talking and playing this game at the same time. This dark blue is here. Great. Man, a lot of dark blues right here. Wish I could use them. I mean, I can, but again, the more you connect different colors, the more traffic happens. Wow, these greens are just not necessary at all, and I would have much more use for them if they were just blues. Now with these greens, I'm actually gonna connect these greens because they're not really in the way, and they're just going to go across that little bridge that I made for them. And finally, those dark blues are dying down, which is great. They'll go up again, I'm sure. And now, what I'm concerned about is these dark blues right here. But I think I'm going to redirect them here. And my phone's going off. All right, we're going to send that there. More road tiles. Again, I haven't found a good use for stoplights, traffic lights, whatever you want to call them. Just haven't. Maybe there's a use and I just haven't found them yet. If you have a use, tell me. All right, so those blues are coming down. God, that's a lot of reds. That's a lot of reds. All right, so where were we? We've got lots of blues, lots of reds, lots of yellows. I'll connect these yellows and free up some more. Looks like I'm headed for a pretty big score. Again, don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but I've played this game enough to know when you're having a good game. This blue and this blank right here are two things I'm concerned about, because if a color comes in that really isn't anywhere else, looks like a green might come in there, which would be okay. Oh man, so that just turned into a red circle. So that is going to start calling a lot more rides. I'm gonna send these blues here. Just one session of those blues. Essentially, I'm gonna move that that highway as soon as enough blues get through. And actually, I'll send it over here too. All right, here's some blues. I'll send some over here. Yeah, listen, you need all the stuff in the game. So, road tiles are great. You need them when you need them. All right, I'm going to split this so that my red can get through. And my red's not going to be able to get through until the highway is done. So we'll wait for that highway to get done. All right, great. So that red can go there. And any motorways? Nope, no motorways. And I'll send this here and have this connect here. And then I will send these reds here. Yellow is showing through. Yellow's doing pretty okay, so I'm going to divert this yellow over here. I got another yellow here. This is a long connection. I don't typically prefer them, but when you need them, you need them. And that blue is calling for a lot of rides right now. It's like a concert that just let out. There's a lot of people needing rides. All right, these greens, I'll send them down. Oh, greens, I'll send them down. A lot of reds needing rides. I'm gonna divert this guy because it's really the only one I can divert. But that's not gonna cause so many rides. See, like the traffic is just horrible right here because those yellows are trying to get through. Yeah, I know blues. I know you guys need some rides. I'm sending them as quickly as I can. I'm gonna disconnect these, so one blue to each. And I'm gonna send 2 blues over just as quickly as I can to see if I can't use that to help alleviate any of the traffic. Send that blue over there. The yellows need help. So this yellow I'm going to send here. Make it as efficient as possible. And this yellow I'm going to send up here. Yellows are going to be an issue in a second. Yellows are going to be an issue. I'm actually going to prep my yellows to come through here. Fine. No motorways. Don't give me any motorways. Make the game harder. Many motorways. Make the game harder. I'm going to free up this red right here. Clear that. Connect that. More reds. Great. Sometimes the game gives you what you want. Sometimes the game doesn't give you what you want. My God. Might be done. Might be done. That dark blue is gonna be the death of me. I really didn't think that dark blue would be the game ender, but sometimes it is. Hi. Okay. Yep, blue's gonna be end. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see another one. Oh man, 1,500, feeling good. More blues are coming. I don't know if it's got like soccer, stoppage of play. Hey, there it is. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching. Look forward to